The Tall Woman from Corangamite. Short fiction. Have you seen a tall woman from Corangamite? I inquired. I was talking to Bob Reynolds in the bakery. A tall woman from Corangamite? He pondered. No, I can't say I have. Neither a tall woman nor anyone from Corangamite. Not lately. I thanked him anyway and moved on. I ran into Les Fisher from the hardware. I don't suppose you've seen a tall woman from Corangamite? I asked him. A tall woman from Corangamite? He too pondered. No. A medium-sized woman from Warrnambool, but no, not a tall woman from Corangamite. Next I ran into Phil Dobson, who I thought would surely know since everybody's business was his. I'm looking for a tall woman from Corangamite, Phil, I explained to him. He looked somewhat puzzled. Any other description, he asked. 6'2", eyes are blue, I added. No, he decided. I haven't seen her. I headed therefore to the florist on the corner. Walking in, I was greeted by a steely-eyed woman who was not pleased to see me. Hello, Helen, I said. You've got a lot of cheek coming in here, she opened. I haven't seen you all year. I'm terribly sorry, Helen, I said. Where's my calendar? She wanted to know. We ran out of calendars, I told her. Susie and the hairdresser's got one, she complained. Her point was that she had put her name down for a calendar in good faith like everybody else. I'm looking for a tall woman from Corangamite, I then pleaded. She scoffed as she twisted the necks of some carnations. I know you're sort of tall woman from Corangamite, she said, and she wouldn't be welcome in here. After that I ambled further down the street, on the lookout, and as I started to despair, I walked past St Cuthbert's and there was Reverend Lewis, pulling weeds from the garden. Reverend, I said, I'm wondering if you've seen a tall woman from Corangamite. He was curious and eager to assist. How tall is she? He wondered. 6'2", eyes are blue, I explained. Perfect, he then said. We need her on our netball team. Does she play netball? I had to think about this, but eventually decided that she did. She does, I assured him. Pleased, he quickly took off his gardening gloves. I'll help you find her, he announced. We'll sign her up. Together, therefore, we headed to the Greasy Takeaway. There was Greasy Jim himself. We're looking for a tall woman from Corangamite, we explained. No, he said, no, shaking his head. He then turned towards the staff door and yelled to the back, Beverly, get out here. Beverly came out from the back. Have you seen a tall woman from Corangamite? He asked her. Beverly was all smiles. Yes, she said. I did see a tall woman, and she might have been from Corangamite. 6'2", eyes are blue? Asked the Reverend further. No, said Beverly. This woman was 6'7" at least. The Reverend's eyes lit up. 6'7". The next question was, does she play netball? But Greasy Jim pulled me aside. Don't mind Beverly, he said quietly. She's been on the happy pills. The Reverend and I departed again into the morning. Next along was Gus Morrison's garage. Gus was sitting back swatting flies. Morning, Gus, I greeted him as we walked in. A nice sort of day, he observed, and we agreed. Then he wondered how he might help us. I don't suppose, I said, you've seen a tall woman from Corangamite? I might have, he said. 6'2", eyes are blue. That's her, said the Reverend. Which way was she heading? I inquired. Gus looked down the highway. Corangamite, he said, taking a guess. I then ventured, I don't suppose, Gus, if you noticed if she was driving my car. He thought for a minute. Now that you mention it, he said, she was driving your car. Damn, I said. I said it quietly at first, and then I let go of my grip. No, 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 I exclaimed. Damn, 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 damn. At this point I produced the handgun from under my jacket. I checked it was loaded, lurched forward and gave it to the Reverend, thrusting it into his hand. Gus sat there, still swatting flies. Here, Reverend, I cried. Shoot me, shoot me. Blow my brains out. Please, I'm begging you. I was by this time down on my knees. The clergyman looked at the handgun, not knowing where to wave it, and froze into stammers. I can't do that, he eventually managed. I was desperate. Please, Reverend, shoot me. It's the Christian thing to do. He looked at me as if to say, there's more to this than your car, isn't there? I looked at him as if to say, my life is over. End it now. I'm begging you. He looked at me as if to say, I'd like to help, but... I looked at him as if to say, you don't understand the half of it, Reverend. He steadied the weapon and looked at me again, just then a whimpering mess. He looked over at Gus as if to say, what do I do here? Gus looked back as if to say, don't look at me, I'm just a mechanic. The Reverend looked at me as if to say, does she really play netball? What could be done? I'd put him in a crisis. She's a fabulous netball player, Reverend, my eyes reiterated, welling with awkward anguish. Our eyes met once again for a long instance of fierce unpredictability. Suddenly, the Reverend took control. All right, he decided. We're taking my car. We're going to Corangamite. And he tucked the handgun into his belt like a gunslinger.